Hello everybody, welcome to our fourth best of three for the Summit Asia. Today we have Titan and LGD in our second match of the day, and this one is probably the closest of the four. Odds on Dota 2 Launch I think are 51-49. All the other ones were around 80-20, so this one just barely in favor of LGD China, and we'll see who moves on to the winner's bracket. This is a double elimination format, so whoever loses this, they are not out yet. Gods is busy in a pub. We don't have any abandoners in the house. We have a reputation to uphold, so he will be with us as soon as he finishes winning or losing. He said it was the most intense game of his life, I quote. So, onwards to these two teams, LGD China. Not sure if they're going to get a TI4 invite. LGD and Titan, they're kind of on the fence. Titan, they're pretty good, but maybe not good enough to get an invite. LGD, they're pretty good, maybe not good enough to get an invite, and they have some roster issues, so only time can tell, but hopefully we have this coming up pretty darn soon. So, anything you have to add, K-pop Toasters?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, so let's get our way into the draft. LGD China, I view them as the they used to be the quintessential five-man team. What I would think of when I think of holy crap, these guys love the five-man, I would think LGD China. But they have changed a little bit since Xiao8 has left the team, and they are struggling to find a fifth that suits well into their playstyle, and it seems like they have a little bit of lack of communication, a little lack of oomph in that last spot. Xiao8 really does bring the team together, or it did bring the team together, but they'll have to find a way without him. Titan, on the other hand, made it through in the Southeast Asian qualifiers, the only team to emerge from that region, and a pretty strong team nonetheless. And Gods is back, so we will be on mute for just a second. Oh, I'm on.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Lose because you had to come down here and check on the game? Wow, really?
It was like
why didn't they pause for you?
Game.
What the hell?
I don't know.
That game, we should have casted that game instead of this game.
This game will not live up to the game I just played.
Why the hell didn't we cast that? Why didn't you play it?
I don't know, man.
You should have played it on here, and then you can just whatever. No one wants to see LGD China and Titan. Everyone wants to see you almost win a game that you should have won. What hero are you? Tell me more about
this. I was a
this.
Death Prophet. I ended up with 28 kills, I think it was.
Did you have Refresher?
I had Refresher, yeah.
That's a legit build.
I bought a YOLO late game Refresher because I kept getting fucked up by this Necrolite who had the Aghanim's ultimate. The first time I came down to check was because I died to an Ag's Necro and didn't buy back because it's disabled. So
that's why you need Bloodstone, man.
Man, I don't know. I'm tired. I ran down and up as well. So
are you a sad boy now?
No, I'm actually. It was a fun game, and I know I would have won if I didn't have to run up and down. So
sure, that's your excuse.
Mental win.
I would have won if I didn't have to check on this game. Yeah, you could have told me to check up on it.
It's okay. I know. I was so
in the zone. It's not okay to lose.
Don't
Don't be a loser.
Man, that's loser talk.
It
is okay to lose. I think I'm getting this backwards. So what did I miss?
You missed me talking about LGD China and Titan.
Okay.
And we don't even have to call them LGD China because there's no more LGD in.
It's just LGD and LGD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make it sound like two separate entities.
Yeah.
There's
it's
only
it's
one
LGD,
entity.
and that's it.
Okay. Now I'm less confused.
So Titan.
Where's the Batrider? The Batrider was second pick in the first phase in our last two series. It is almost always first pick in the Western games, and these teams are just like, whatever, don't care about Bat.
It's definitely considered to be one of the most
Bat is ownage.
Top tier heroes at the moment. Like,
he is by far the best offlaner, I'd say.
Centaur.
Okay.
They're different kind of offlanes. Like I don't think you can say one's better than the other.
Well, I think Batrider is better just because he's more versatile. Like if he gets zoned out, whatever, I go to jungle. Centaur can't really jungle that well. Centaur can get shut down by some tri-lanes.
Centaur's like a more utility offlaner because he doesn't need farm, whereas Batrider needs not just the blink.
He needs blink.
He needs force stuff. He needs.
When's the last time you seen a Centaur do anything without a blink? I also think that
does Bat do anything without a blink?
No, but you said that he's not farm.
Oh yeah, but he's blink dependent, I guess. He can stampede. Stampede without blink is useful. Lasso without blink, not really.
That's true, but he gets his blink so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would. Centaur's pretty good. I would say he's at least second. He could be first, but he's definitely second.
Centaur's
at least second.
Burst damage, which is sometimes having the burst damage actually helps you out.
Dude, but Lasso. Blink Lasso Initiate is the
Yeah.
king. Is the king trump card for almost all team fights, except for Naga Siren Ultimate.
Yeah.
But anyways,
No Batrider. Banned up by
10
Titan in the second
seconds
stage.
remaining.
So
what?
5 seconds
Interesting.
remaining.
They have Nyx and Invoker. I think both of those are like decent against Batrider. Invoker with GG
Yeah.
Tornado Initiate,
Reserve
and
time.
Batrider is. I'm curious to see if any Invokers are gonna go Yules next patch instead of the drums.
Oh, with the
Force.
landing damage?
Yeah, just own it, man.
It's only 50 damage?
Yeah, but it disables Blink.
Yeah, yeah. Against Blink heroes, I agree.
You can like completely counter initiate a lot of heroes, or like
Okay.
Sand King and Mag and all those good
The
stuff.
great thing is the cast range on Yules is really big, so if you're ganking here with Blink, you initiate with a Yules.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
you
that's
can use
I
it
think
from
that's
so
a
far away.
big change
Radiant
considering
team
how
ban.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
agree.
overpowered Blink is, but Blink is just
It just makes Yules such a... Yeah, Blink needed a... Like, that was one of the few things I've said a few times where I feel like Blink needs to be either made more expensive or something. I feel like the Yules change is a small nerf to Blink.
I also think that Atos should probably give like 25 damage
10
too,
seconds
so it
remaining.
disables Blink.
Atos needs even... the cast range on that is
5
also
seconds
ridiculous.
The cast range on that is more ridiculous than cast range on
Yeah.
Yules.
That would make Atos, like, super legit.
That's true.
Reserve
Atos is already.
time.
I think it's already pretty good, but
Yeah.
Blink doesn't own it. Also BKB owns it, so I guess BKB owns both of those. BKB does not own Blink. Whatever. Anyways, what do we go for?
I
think
think will be KYXY on the Invoker. He
Radiant
normally
team
plays it, even though Yamate is kind of the mid player. They switch it up every now and then, so...
Which one's Yamata?
Yamate
why?
is NWP.
Who's Y?
They don't have Y. There's
Oh,
X,
KYXY,
and
X.
KYXY. X is
NWP,
Extinct and Ohio Net. Basically,
Why
orange.
is he NWP now?
It's
It
his
is?
initials, and Yamate was like from some anime he used
did
to
you
watch.
see that Dota 2 thing where it said that like
10 seconds
player names will
remaining.
now? It was something about like player
LGD's
names.
turn.
Was in this latest patch?
Yeah, I believe so.
You'll only be shown by your official name.
Yeah, you'll only be shown by your official name. So
You'll have to enter your official name if you're a player.
that's awesome.
Say, like,
If you're on the leaderboard, or just any player
No,
playing
no,
ranked
any player.
matchmaking?
any player playing like
Yeah.
So now, if I want to Smurf, I have to make like a legit Smurf.
No, I think it's only for tournament games, right?
I think when you're on a team.
When you're on a team.
Oh, but
Radiant
playing
team
ranked matchmaking, you can change your name to whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So that means that we won't have this question of who the heck is this, who the heck
Gotcha.
is that, and who is Eternal Envy this game.
Yeah. Eternal Envy's probably not going to set his name as Eternal Envy though. Like he's going to make his default name some
But they're
little anime.
gonna put some restriction on it, so you can't change it that often. Just like
Yeah,
in
I
ranked
hope so.
in ranked or matchmaking, you can only change it like.
Actually kind of unfortunate because I wanted to do
10 seconds remaining.
Oh God. I don't,
That.
I'm not a big
5
fan of
seconds remaining.
professional players changing their names all the time.
Yeah,
It makes it
agree.
extremely difficult. Well, there's some of them that you can actually tell, like
Reserve
Admiral
time.
Bulldog. He's like Admiral Bulldong.
Yeah,
Admiral
I think a
whatever.
small change.
That's
or
okay.
You add like a number or a letter somewhere. Like every now and then they saying like Alliance put like the A in brackets in their names, whatever it may be. Like Loda
Yeah.
with brackets. Like those kind of things are fine.
Loda, and then Live and Let Loda sometimes. Like, yeah, whatever. At least he has his name in there.
Yeah.
But some of the times I'm just like, no.
Anyone
come on.
watching looking for Loda and like saying, oh, well, here's. I mean, you know kind of what he's playing because he's plays carry. Like same for Envy, but it should be obviously recognizable.
I mean, you don't see like professional players like basketball wear someone else's jersey. Just like,
Yeah.
whatever, I'm gonna be the king, LeBron James today. No, it's just James all the time. It'd be absurd in professional sports,
If it happened, well, yeah, that's true. It would be absurd in professional sports.
LGD
even though you
turn
obviously
to
know who it
pick.
is.
Well, professional sports they use it for like other logistics reasons as well. Like when they give fouls or whatever, it's like you know who the player. Like in theory, the referees know who the players are, but like maybe you don't recognize someone, you know by their jersey. Like when I played like little league basketball, like
well, they have a number for that. So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you swap jerseys, then they wouldn't know who to give the foul to.
well, they don't even change their names though either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is
Oh yeah, in theory. Well, that's because their name is their last name. Like unless they get like an official name change, they don't have gaming nicknames.
They could.
5 seconds
They had
remaining.
NBA tags. What would be your NBA tag? Well, I guess it'd just be Merlini. You've already got a tag, so maybe make a
Okay.
different one depending what game
So
it is.
Shadow Shaman on Radiant is just not the same thing. Not the same thing as Dire.
I agree.
It is nice for
Radiant
pushing,
team
but if it's a, did you say Yamata plays Quas Exort or Quas what?
Yamate doesn't play the Invoker normally. Normally it's KYXY.
Oh, KYXY. Okay.
I've seen Yamate play Invoker once, which was he's only played Quas Wex.
So what does he play if he doesn't play the mid?
He'll play the carry.
Oh, okay.
So he plays here as like Clinks, which is banned out.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure what they're gonna do for the carry.
5 seconds.
What do you think would be good
remaining.
for the tri-lane?
Not a
Radiant
Clinks.
team
Clinks is
pick.
decent versus Ember. What? Rubik, Shaman, and X. Let's see. Weaver, I think would be pretty good. They don't have that much lockdown.
They just ban Weaver.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Sad times, sad times.
Sad times indeed. What other good ones are there? Give me some options. They could do Viper. Viper's pretty good versus Lifestealer.
Gives him a good mech buyer. Yeah, he's played quite a bit of Viper, actually.
Yeah, I would say Viper's pretty good.
10 seconds remaining.
Razor's also not bad, although Razor's not as popular as he was before. He's still pretty
He's
good versus
decent
5
counter versus
seconds
Lifesteal, yeah.
remaining.
Yeah.
Not great against, doesn't do much against Ember Spirit. I think they need an extra. I mean, they've already got four heroes with
Extra lockdown.
They've got 4 heroes with lockdown, but
They
having
need,
more
they
never
need
hurts.
damage, I think.
They
'Cause-
also want something which goes through the Lifestealer, Lifestealer Rage and Magic
that's
Immunity.
or someone that can just kite him like Weaver. So I would say like Viper, Razor, or Weaver. They're like the big three versus
Yeah.
Lifestealers that you really want to go.
Morphling,
against.
I think, would be good here.
Oh yeah,
That's
Morphling's good too.
not the best against AA in general, but I still think you can pick Morphling here.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yamate's played a couple games.
The thing
with
is, he can't
Morphling.
he can't really do anything versus Ember and Lifestealer though. Like you can't wave in on an Ember
Well,
because you'll probably get
you
crushed by everyone else.
You just shotgun the supports, turn it fight into like a 4v5.
I
I
suppose
so,
so, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Titan don't know. They're using all their extra time.
I think
to decide.
Lifestealer and Ember can just crush these two,
Yeah.
the Titan team faster than.
Oh yeah, Mirana's still in the pool. Let's.
Yeah,
I mean, so the
it's
extra lockdown
alright.
we're talking about, like another stun in the mix.
It's a good fighter if they want to fight a lot, which I think they probably should.
Titan will not want this to go late. Oh, I mean, LGD's like Elmer's very good late game. He scales really well with items, but not like.
It depends on how far the supports get. If Shadow Shaman and Nyx can get a blink at like 15 to 20, then they're in good shape and they can take it late. But if they get too far behind, they're just going to massive feed to Ember and Lifesteal without ever being able to gank them.
If Titan do snowball though, like they
10
can
seconds
quickly take a lot out of towers with Serpent Wards, probably an Exort Invoker. I
Yeah.
feel when your
5
only other
seconds
carries
remaining.
Mirana, if you go Quaswex, that's like 4 utility heroes with Rubik, Shadow Shaman, your supports.
But if you
Nyx
can
and
end
Invoker,
that
not
game
doing much.
early and take down a lot of towers because of it, then I
Yeah.
think it's worth it. But
Well, with the Exort, you mean?
no, with Quaswex.
It's hard to take down towers with like a
No,
Quaswex,
if it's good
though.
to if it's good to like control fights, win
Yeah,
fights,
yeah.
and then push
Yeah.
because of it. They have roster wars for the tower sieging. They don't have to
Lifestealer
have
can just
Quaswex.
rage dodge the Wex is the main thing.
Ember can just
Ember can also fire him out, so
or slide a fist.
most of these heroes have don't.
Quaswex are just much safer. In case things go poorly, you have something to fall back on. But rounding out LGD's line will be Clockwork. Their anti-push is like notoriously poor.
You think LGD?
Yeah, their anti-push is garbage.
Clockwork AA Ember?
They're all right.
Like Sleight of Fist
Like-
spam, Clockwork and AA.
I'm talking about like 5 to 20 minutes.
They don't have any way to like instantly clear out a creep wave, but they've got a good way to
10
actually engage a
seconds
fight, like hookshot into an AA Ice Blast.
But you don't want to fight under like Serpent Wards and
5
Invoker.
seconds
No,
remaining.
probably
You
not.
have to be able to kill those. If you fight under
Yeah.
those, you'll lose the fight almost certainly.
That animation was sick, Brian. Oh man, that's the first time I've seen
What
that.
happened? Can you see that one more time?
Maybe. I hope you can. I want to see that again. Oh no. I saw the other one. That one. I like that one.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
The previous one was eh. Eh. How many transitions do we have? Okay.
Whoa. I don't even know. This is 2 next level production level.
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on.
You can't
here.
even control which one it is. Gosh.
We used to could, and we just started to take too much power.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
What
fair
is going on here? They keep talking.
enough. Well, hopefully the teams can understand each other.
Well, LGD says 1-0.
I think it's a
yeah,
typo.
Buqingzu says,
It's-
I'm not sure either.
It's there's a little tick
Ah.
at the top. Yeah, that's from the last game. I think I'm to blame for that.
Why can't I type? There we go.
Yeah, so it's 0-0. I've done gone messed up. But there's no Dota TV ticket, so it's not going to actually report on the Dota TV ticket poorly. But speaking of the Dota TV ticket, hopefully coming soon, definitely in the next patch is what Valve have said, and also what's been
When's
revealed in the
patch
game
day?
file. No one knows. Whenever Valve released a patch of the patch, so basically they fixed a bunch of bugs in the test client by
When
adding
was
a new thing.
6.80 update?
6.80 was.
When was it released?
I feel like 6.81 came quite fast after 6.80.
No, I'm just talking about when it was actually released after
Ah,
the thing was released.
yeah. Well, it is 0-0. No need to panic. I messed up. This was the whole.
Wow,
rush
you
to
lost
finish
the
my
game
pub
and you messed this up. Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm gonna go and disband after this game. I mean, well, normally all we have to do is cast games.
There's a
here.
5-man smoke. It will get popped because of
Oh,
Marana.
did I think go through? Lin's considering. Yeah, he's gonna go through. Oh,
Wow, that's some great positioning, actually.
From Yamete or?
Yeah, because so he's here. If they smoke over here, AA sees, and they can't actually go on here because he's in fog. If they go over here and he pops, however, he might be dead.
They have
So
they have no like if he hasn't leveled leap, but in theory he can dodge a venge stun with leap.
yeah, that's true. They can't really kill him.
Worst case scenario is he gets caught up by a searing chain.
I think a slightly better positioning is right here, though.
They get the D ward. That's really useful for Titan. They get one of the D wards. There's another ward blocking the pull though.
The battle begins.
Will they get the second one? That's the question. They should have a good idea where the second one is, because when they see it's still blocked, there's only this one spot over on the right where it could still be blocked. So, but let's introduce our two teams. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. It's going to be Titan playing on the Radiant side. We've got Ohio on the off-lane Nyx Assassin. Solo mid is going to be KYXY on the Invoker. Safe lane trial and Yamete playing the Marana. We've got Extinct on the Rubik, and finally Net playing that support Shadow Shaman.
And on the other side,
Yep.
we have Yao on the Clockwork on the off lane, mid, Lin on the Ember Spirit, DDC and DD, the support duo, Ancient Apparition and Vengeful Spirit respectively, and Xiaotuji on the Lifestealer.
Yep. So Clockwork's done his thing, pulling in some creeps to the side here. He'll get guaranteed XP at the bottom lane.
You know what? The Asian teams actually still like Lifestealer a lot.
Yes. I mean, they were the teams who picked him all. They were the ones who abused him the most when he was OP. That was like IG. Like when they were in their most dominant era, they were picking Lifestealer all the time. Like they were abusing the shit out of Lifestealer.
Ugh, Lifestealer.
That was the most OP hero in the game for a while.
He wasn't changed that much. Just like minor cast points and rage cooldown.
Rage cooldown. Armlet. The armlet was the big nerf. So
That's true.
He said the armlet was probably one of the bigger nerfs to him because he's the hero that benefits more from armlet than any other hero in the game, as far as viable heroes go, at least.
What do you mean, Huskar? He's viable.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Yeah.
Lin will be going the Flame Guard build.
Yeah. The Chinese Ember Spirit players generally prefer the Flame Guard.
Really? Dude, that other build is just so ownage, though.
I've started to see more Western players go Flame Guard.
It's safer.
Yeah. It's very matchup dependent. I think it depends on what your opponent is in the lane.
But the thing is, if you get ganked and you have Flame Guard, you're probably not going to die. Whereas if you have the other build, you're probably going to die. So
Yeah.
in terms of offense, I think it's slightly worse in terms of burst output and damage output. It's still pretty
it's less
good.
burst. Like you still, yeah, exactly. The Flame Guard AOE damage is actually pretty sick. Like
It's not like you can like walk into a guy with cold snap still though. Like in this particular matchup, right? So it's situational. It's safer though to go Flame Guard for sure, and you can do new creep stacks very easily with it, whereas you can't really do it with the other build.
All right. Well, as
What
things
is Ohio doing, man? Just chilling.
Ohio does this a lot. He'll like venture away from the offlane. He always scouts out the rune like 2 minutes in. He often positions himself like on this high ground near the ancients just to scout out smoke ganks mid as well. So he likes to be like somewhat annoying in this offlane role. He'll do sweeps through mid lane. He'll try to reveal smoke ganks, and there is a smoke picked up by the AA. So we may see LGD go for a fairly early smoke towards the Invoker mid. Speaking of Invoker, is Exalt build, so the expected build from the Invoker coming out.
When's the last time we saw Quas Wax?
I saw one just 10 minutes ago.
KYXY has most denies amongst all players. Oh, there's a stun out, but he has the Flame Guard.
Well, it still may go down, and the Flame Guard's already been burned off. Gets a nice 2-hero Searing Chain. Sunstrike all in! That was so close to landing here. KYXY now gets stunned up in the mid lane. He should be okay, unless there's another Sleight of Fist, but it's still on cooldown, and both Ember Spirit and Invoker surviving some early game aggression here in the mid lane.
That was close.
Yep.
KYXY.
That Sunstrike. If that lands, I think that should have been it's only 2 exalts, so it would have done 160 damage.
I think it would have killed him. He was pretty low. He's at like 120, I think. Pure deeps, man.
Jeez. Well, as far as denies go, look at this lifestealer. 19 last hits, 19 denies. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Wow.
The denies don't really matter. Like, he's against no one in lane, so it's more like just a reflex, mechanics kind of thing. Like, he could have no denies, and he would be doing just as well as if he had 19 denies.
You got a stat pad.
Yeah, exactly.
KYXY! Yeah. He is dead.
Yep. Sunstrike can be thrown. First blood, LGD.
That was easy. This is the one thing I don't like about the Quas Exort build, is you don't have any defensive capabilities. You can like cold snap people going on you, but most of the time that's not enough to save you. Whereas with Quas Wex, you have Tornado, you have a better cold snap, and you have Ghost Walk in case this kind of stuff happens. So I guess it's harder to switch though from
Quas Wex is really hard to gank. Or at least you have to make sure you bring dust. You have a way to prevent him just throwing a tornado and getting away.
And he's just faster.
Yeah, oh yeah. Movement speed makes a big difference, but... Well, we'll see what the plans can be here.
He thinks you wanted that. I mean, Lynn's still doing very well in terms of CS. 25 CS versus Invoker is pretty damn strong.
Yeah, he's, well, a good 8 CS ahead of Invoker at the time being. But Yamate farming well at bottom lane on the Mirana, going for this Lincoln's build, which he likes to go for. So not even getting the early phase boots.
I think it's a pretty good versus lineup. They have what? Cold Feet to proc it. AA is usually not in range. Venge swap, Venge stun, open wounds. It's pretty darn good. Maybe if Clockwork gets a force, he can pop it.
That's. I mean, you're forcing him to use that.
But he's late game. He's their one and only carry.
Yeah.
True carry, and even I don't even know if I consider Mirana a true carry. She's like a semi carry.
I feel like Mirana only becomes a true carry when you get like 4 or 5 big items, like.
And the other team has to be underfarmed. Like a lifestealer with Abyssal plus like 3 items will most likely beat out of Mirana with 3 or 4
I see like Mirana with 2 items, and I just don't think carry. Like until you get that 3rd big item. Maybe if you get like 2 off, like Manta Mjolnir, you can kind of.
I see her as like you can't ignore her, but she still won't kill anyone in like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Until you get like the Butterfly plus MKB or Daedalus on top of that. And by then, well, any hero with those items, in theory, any agi range, like you're an agility ranged hero, any hero with Mirana's stats with ranged attack and agility is going to carry with the right items. But
Vengeful Spirit. Would Vengeful Spirit make a better carry than her?
Than Mirana?
Probably.
How do their stats compare as far as stats? The main problem with Vengeful Spirit is that you don't have the good range. You've got 400 attack range, which is where.
That's true, and no move speed.
Yeah. The carries which have small attack range, like Luna, have like bouncing attack, so you don't even have to be hitting the hero you want to
gyro with flak.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Venge has skills that actually augment her damage. Or her physical damage capabilities.
Yeah, the Vengeance or a Wave of Terror. Wave of Terror, yeah, it's all pretty. And then you can theoretically use Swap too. I just help you out with positioning as a carry hero. So, okay. So Venge
clearly better carry.
0.05 better agility growth. That's kind of.
That's clearly a huge advantage. 1 agility by the end of the game.
Mirana's
got 1/3 of a branch, dude.
Mirana's got leap. That's kind of the big difference breaker for me. Like having an escape spell, like you look at your viable carries, like your Morphling, your Anti-Mage, what do they have in common? They've got an escape.
So neither does Luna and Gyro.
Yeah,
they're still hard carries.
That's true.
Whatever. All you need is damage. No one. Well, it doesn't matter if you need a.
Then they fall in the other category of having the AOE damage. As Titan going to find DD here. That was I think a smoke gank into the enemy jungle. Sunstrike coming as well. Not going to land as misses it. That was a bad Searing Chains.
That was a bad Sleight of Fist.
Yeah. Was it complete airball, the Sleight of Fist?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought. I didn't see the animation. I only saw the Searing Chains one, but yeah.
Their Moonlight Shadow looking for another gank.
That's not going to find the shackles, unfortunately.
Oh wait, they had an Observer Ward there. That's the cool Portal wards. I've actually never played Portal.
Yeah, man, you're missing out.
Is it Portal wards?
Yeah, that's Portal.
Double damage.
You should play Portal 1 and play Portal 2, and then get your girlfriend to do co-op Portal 2 with you. That's a true test for your relationship.
I don't know.
Playing co-op Portal 2.
Oh, Yao gets arrowed out, and that was just.
Yeah, is he going to leap for this? He can get a leap. Would have been.
That would have been.
It would have been a kill, but the question is, does he survive?
I think so. He can attack the cog twice, and then run away. Mirana has pretty good armor. She has a Bassi on top, so 7
Had a
armor.
TP scroll as well, so even if LGD rotate heroes, maybe you can TP out. Lifestealer gets a kill on Nyx at top lane though. Oh.
These poor Nyxes in these games, they've just been so underleveled, and this is why I don't consider Nyx like first top pick worthy, just because he's not that good of an offlaner. Sure, he has high regen, but he's gonna die most of the time, or not get levels, and you really don't want your Nyx to not be level 6 10 minutes in.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what's going to come next from a higher here. Looks like he's just going to head back top again. The problem is, Lifesteal is also a really good hero against Nyx, because you can't rely on Impale or Carapace to stay alive in this offlane.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, makes it really hard to lane against him. Rabbit has phase minus already. This guy's just ridiculously farmed. 34 denies now.
And he's still zoning Ohio out.
Yeah. He's happy just to march forward whenever Ohio comes near. And he knows exactly where Ohio is because of this Observer Ward. I haven't actually seen this Observer Ward spot be used before. That's a kind of cute little spot.
It's very unlikely to be dewarded, that's for sure. Faux shizzle. Can you place it from right here? I assume so.
I think that's part of the benefit is you can plan it from the secret shop, so you don't have to worry about getting... If you run to the lane during daytime, you kind of get revealed. But
yeah, I think they place it during night, though.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
A sentry ward, like, right here will still spot it out, though. So, like,
no one places sentry here. They always place it, like, back here, though.
Yeah, that's true. Well, mid lane KYXY is level 8. Is going to have a Midas up now, so 10-minute Midas, not the best, but it's still well worth getting Midas at this stage. I don't feel like it's too much of a cause for concern for Titan.
Definitely not. They don't have any stacks. Actually, they have a double stack. One double stack. And looks like Yao... Was he trying to stack Ancients or just deward? Looks like just deward.
Yeah, I didn't see if it actually deward. This sentry's been there for a while. I'm not sure if it did do any. There's a Radiant lane ward at bottom, so I don't think they'd have a second lane ward behind the T1 tower as well, but... Could be wrong.
I wonder why they have an observer ward here for Yamate, because Yamate is very unlikely to die. Like, first off, I think Lifestealer would have to rotate, or Venge plus a couple, and she would have to get hit by the magic missile and not lead dodges. So I think she's already pretty safe. I think they need to protect KYXY a little bit more, because if he gets hookshot, he's dead. It's as simple as that.
Wards can also serve the purpose of setting up kills, not just protecting heroes. So it could be
That's
also
true.
for, like, trying to be offensive by...
But trying to killing a Clockwork at this point is not very important. On Titan's agenda, they have to kill Ember and they have to kill Lifestealer. But Lifestealer is even more difficult to kill. So.
Clockwork level 6 now. He's actually swung towards mid lane. Maybe we're going to be looking for a gank here on KYXY.
Casual Vid booster. The Asians love this.
I think this is Vanguard, man.
Oh, do they see this?
Are you sure the Asians love it? Because you hate the Vanguard.
I hate the Vanguard. I like
Do you like the casual Vid booster?
Casual Vid booster's alright.
Okay.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's getting a casual Vit booster. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, maybe he's getting Atos. I'd prefer Atos than casual Vit.
Okay. He gets spotted going... Oh, no, the ping's maybe just coming...
Oh, he got Shearing Chains!
TP is going to be too late. Yao should go down Shadow Shaman. Going to show up. KYXY has a magic stick. Actually going to maybe heal himself up. The cogs have been destroyed. KYXY gets out, but the Ice Blast will finish him off. Shadow Shaman low as well.
Why did Yao just back off? What the heck? He just completely ditched. He had Battery Assault. He could have easily stopped...
Shaman.
Yeah, he could have stopped Shadow Shaman's shackles, and he could have bursted Invoker down a little bit more. That was very strange. Yao just let his homie die.
You're like using all the lingo today, like let his homie die, like faux shizzle earlier. What's got into you, Ben?
I have to get pumped for this double Midas gaming, man.
Tiny result, G. This is a good game. Arrow gonna land after Impel. Sunstrike as well. Rabbit looks dead. The Starstorm, whoa, just barely goes down. I think he almost had that in Fed.
He was really close.
That was a nice game from Titan, I gotta say. Really well executed.
He was a little slow on the rage, to be fair. You'll see a lot of Nyxes.
You should be able to dodge an Impale.
Yeah. It's not the easiest thing to do, but if you play Lifestealer a lot, like Xiaotuji, I think you should be.
Xiaotuji is one of the carries with like the lowest deaths per game, so normally this guy plays ultra safe and conservative.
He's only at the T2, without...
Yeah. Well, I guess as a Lifestealer, like he's thinking like, oh, how am I gonna die?
Yeah.
Without
that's also probably why he has the lowest deaths per game.
There is
Lifestealer.
Yeah, he plays lots of Lifestealer and Weaver. Like all these hard to kill heroes. There's tons of disables on the Radiant team, but without a blink initiation, like they can't use instant disables that easily. Maybe Nyx can Vendetta into an Impale without using the Vendetta damage for the instant disable. They're gonna smoke up. They want to kill Rabbit again. I think they realize this guy's freaking farmed and they want to mess that homie up.
Kill the homie. He's not their homie, man.
No.
You don't kill your homies.
They want to pop a cap in his ass.
You try and save your homies.
Well, we'll see if that's what's gonna happen here. Higher. There's a Sentry Ward though ready for him. That's a disaster. The Carapace not gonna help. The Serpent Ward trap not gonna work. Not against the Phase Boot. He gets out of there. Higher getting hit by the gets hit by the Ice Blast. He's as good as dead. Meanwhile, Sunstrike not enough damage to kill off anyone with that one. Searing Chains not gonna find Mirana either. So Titan luckily kind of salvaged that one. They only lose the Nyx Assassin. I thought that was gonna go a lot worse for him.
Well, they lose the wards too. That's a lot of money, unless he doesn't actually right-click them down, which I'm not really sure why.
That Serpent Ward's hurt.
Dude, that's so much gold.
Yeah. Hey, gold and XP.
Dude, farm that. I would totally get that. 200 gold?
Boom! There it goes.
Guess he doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care here. Rabbit's just seeing a tower. He's playing actually kind of scared here.
He's super safe. Nyx is dead. Like anything else, he can just rage out of. I guess it's nighttime. He should be.
He doesn't know where these heroes are.
He has a sentry though. I mean, they just smoked up there.
Yeah, he's
So
farming here now.
Is this the fake back the smoke again after a failed gank? That'd be some. That'd be hardcore. That'd be hard to do.
No.
So AO will come out and connect on nobody.
No, I thought it was going to hit KOX first. It looked like it was going down the mid lane. Is this going to be a smoke or an infest? They smoke up. There's no infest, but
Who are they gonna infest? Oh, Clockwork. He doesn't have it up. He used it to not kill the wards.
yeah, he used it to heal himself up. Like I thought, okay, he's infesting just to give him some HP. He can kill the wards afterwards, but no. Okay.
Oh, Yamate.
There's
He
a
has
Clockwork hook to follow.
be able to dodge a Clockwork hook.
And unlikely. Oh, there's creeps here. That could help him out a little bit. He's invisible.
Nice.
Sentry Ward's there. That's going to hit the stun. And Yamate now should go down. Cog is there to trap him in place as well.
That was a nice attempt. He wasted 2 sentry wards, and he still got the tower.
He did some good damage too. So
Yeah, I would say that's a win.
well, meanwhile, mid lane, they've gone in. They're going to kill off Lin. That's definitely a win with that in mind. Hey, Ice Blast coming in doing a bit of damage here, but they lose... Oh, they lose Shadow Shaman. So it's a 1-for-1 mid, but... More important kill on the Ember Spirit, as Lin goes down for the second time this game.
Yeah, I think they need TPs on Venge. Venge is pretty much the only one that can save him, unless Clockwork's there, but... Oh, I guess Clockwork can TP too. Well, here we go. The Infest and the Invis. They have no sentry, and they know that because they have a sentry there themselves.
KOX is trapped dead. Gets caught in a... Oh god, that's not where you want to be trapped. Lifesteal's infested. KOX does get out of the cogs.
Oh,
Again,
the Fort Spirit! Is it going to get one more hit?
It does!
He hesitated so long there. He was like, should I stun? Should I not? Should I stun? Should I not? And he just got right-clicked the whole entire time by Invoker. So nicely played by KYXY.
KYXY still went down even after Ghost... That Sentry was out of range, I thought. Did they have some other way of seeing him in the Ghost Walk?
Was he Ghost Walked?
I thought he went...
No,
he
didn't. Doesn't have an invoke.
Never mind, no, I thought he went Ghost Walk for some... No, it was the Moonlight Shadow maybe. No, I'm just seeing things.
He used
I'm drunk.
Shadow.
I don't know.
You're on tilt after your loss.
Yeah, I'm tilt casting. Yamate at mid. He's got his ultimate all up, so he's working towards a Perseverance.
Ember Spirit 0, 2, and 3. I feel like he's been more active than that.
There was just so much action around the mid lane where there weren't actual kills. Like the early game action where he barely lived and Invoker barely lived, so... I guess from that point of view it seems like more's going on. But
they also have a lot of physical damage to pierce the shield too. It's like a lot of right clicks from Invoker with the Force Spirits while being shackled. It's a lot of deeps to deal with.
Invoker, I think, quite smartly gets a 4-staff. Like you often see the Exort Invoker rush a Necrobook, but against Clockwork...
Well, you can just destroy him if he hookshots you.
Not if there's a Lifestealer.
Not if there's a Lifestealer.
That's often the case. But Smoke, and this one may not succeed in finding anyone, at least doesn't look like so far. One thing LGD have not really pressured is the towers. T1 mid still standing, T1 bottom, and T1 mid is still full HP. This is a risky Smoke. They've only got 3 heroes here. If Titans somehow come with numbers, they could just wipe out this 3-hero...
Oh, they know they're right here because they ate this tree and these 2 trees. Time to...
If Dire do get down a nice offensive board, AA may not be here, but AA can throw an Ice Blast, so I guess that's always the worry. And Titan looks like they want to go top instead. Do they see DDC up here? He's going to TP out. He TP's bottom. TP's as far away as possible. Somewhere better to throw an Ice Blast for.
Yamata's just doing his own thing. He's not really coming under any pressure too. Sure, he died that one time bottom, but he almost has his Lincolns in phase. He's doing decently.
Yamate loves to farm. Like that's one thing. Whenever he switches away from mid to play, when he plays mid, he tries to be much more of a tempo control. But when he's on his like Mirana type heroes,
why didn't they just give him Morphling in this sort of game though? Because he's pretty much just doing what Morphling does, which is split push and farming, and not fighting until 20-25 minutes. So I'm actually very surprised that they picked up Mirana. I guess maybe they want the utility from Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah, because he can actually help out his team during the farming stage somewhat. Like they always have sentries for Nyx and Mirana, but it's forcing them. Look at all these, like, so much money has been spent by these dire supports on sentries. It's actually keeping them slightly under, or less farm than they would otherwise be, I guess.
DDC's still pretty rich. Almost 3/4 of the way completed for his Scepter.
Yeah.
Ned is on the high ground with a blink. This could be disastrous for Lin.
Who does he go in on? It looks like Rubik's stolen the rocket.
I would say Heck. I don't know.
He hasn't got that much mana. He also doesn't have Surf Mods here. Ice Wall in the backlines. It looks like actually Rabbit's gone in looking for a higher. He gets caught out in the Ice Wall. The arrow as well. He's got no out. Doesn't get the Infest off. Slider Fist doing a lot of damage. A hook shot to fall. X-Sync going to get one. Looks like he'll get 2 KY. X-Way can't get out. Neither can Yamate. It's a triple kill for Yao. Oh, what a disaster here. Ohio and Net still standing though. It was a 3 for 3. It was just Clockwork. Clockwork saved that fight.
He really did.
If he doesn't hit that hook shot, it's a 3 for nothing. Instead, he hits a hook shot on like 2 heroes, gets a battery assault and a rocket flare to finish them all off. And
man, Rabbit, he's been so close to living. Like in these infests, if he infests a Radiant creep, he lives. Both of those situations where he almost got it, he was like literally 100 to 200 range away from being able to cast it.
That was a really nice Ice Wall. The Ice Wall clipped the Life Stealer just as the Rage wore off and set up the arrow there. And you can see, well, Hookshot and AI Plus. Titan did not use a single ultimate that fight. I guess Nyx was maybe Vendetta at the start of the fight, but nothing was being used. I mean, they haven't really got big ultis. The only one they really need in a team fight is maybe the Serpent Wards, but to trade quite evenly and kill so many core heroes without using a single ulti is pretty impressive.
Indeed. Indeed it is.
Mr. Yao, after that triple kill, he's 4-0-3 now, has his oh-so-wonderful Vanguard.
Oh,
and an Ogre Club, working on a BKB. This is like super tank Clockwork build. Maybe an Ag Scepter as well.
This is like a Blade Mail game, if I've seen one. Because they have no BKB heroes. You can crush fools with that.
It seems, yeah, it would seem, especially against like an Exort Invoker. A lot of that damage can be returned to him. Net now picks up a Staff of Wizardry, so possible 4 staff after his Blink Dagger. Titan playing well. They're down a couple of kills here. They looks like they do an amount of defense on this bottom lane, and they've actually brought the things back to pretty much even as far as gold goes after that previous team fight. But this bottom lane, fighting into Rabbit, not going to be the easiest thing. Ember Spirit TP's back mid to the T. Actually, looks like they do want to fight it. It's not just Ember Spirit. AA's here as well. Goes in with the Searing Chains. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're going to be careful. Ember Spirit did leave a Fire Remnant bottom lane if they try and fight Ice Blast mid. Actually, no, just a Rocket Flare, not an Ice Blast. As the tower gets denied. Bottom and mid both seeing a bit of chip and chop action.
He might go on Yamate though. He does
Lincoln.
Yeah, did they have sentries? Yeah.
Leaps out. Oh, smart play from Yamate. Dude, Yamate's playing so well this game. Oh, he gets hooked though. Anything, telekinesis out. This could save Yamate's life. They haven't got detection for him. They've reused everything, and Yao just going to go down. Vanguard Ogre Club, not enough HP. Taking way too much damage there. Rabbit now in trouble as well. He's got no rage. Titan.
Wow, where's the defensive swaps from DD?
Sick counter initiation though. DD's going to go. I don't even know. He would have. Either way, it's a losing fight. Now he uses a sword to try and escape. Like maybe he saves the life stealer, but Titan just come up with a perfect initiation there.
Yao just went in a little bit too deep without Ember there. I mean, where was Ember coming in, firstly?
Yeah.
Secondly, where was the reveal from Clockwork?
They had the sentry ward under the tower, and I think that was their only sentry ward they had left. Like,
they can't pursue that far. He was hookshot, and then they couldn't do anything. He's not going to reveal himself unless he can kill people.
It was one of those like not well thought out hook shots. It's like, okay, his leap's on cooldown. If I hook him, we start a fight because he can't leap out. But it's like, wait a second, you've got no detection. He just goes invis, and also you've got no real backup. You get telekinesis lifted him out of his own cog, so there was no battery assault either.
He just dropped the wards and Sunstrike right on top of him. He just immediately died. This is what Vanguard does for you. Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, why are you hating Ben?
See, he could return so much damage with Blade Mail.
Look, man.
I'm a Vanguard hater, man.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Ew, Vanguard. Ew. I'm not hating the player. I'm hating the item.
Oh man.
Oh.
Titan. To me, that was more Titan. Like really nice counter. Like they baited LGD and like that.
I think it was just bad decision making from LGD to go in on there. Like it's still relatively close to the T2, and they have the global presence with Invoker, and they just weren't coordinated. If Ember Spirit were there, I think it would have been a slightly different fight. Or if they had more detection, it would have been a slightly different fight too. But none of those happened, and it's not a stationary fight either, so that makes it even more difficult for AA to throw his Ice Blast. So they had a lot of factors working against them, and overall, I don't think it was just not a smart fight to take.
Yep. Well, Yamate leading the charge top lane, picking up a Mithril Hammer. Could be either Desolator or the Mjolnir. I think both pretty strong here. Desolator's probably a bit better against Lifestealer, since you want physical damage rather than the magic damage of a Mjolnir. And they're actually pressuring a tier 2 top. They decided
he's going to hit really hard with Deso and Linken's, because Ember has 5 armor. Lifestealer only has a little bit of armor. I guess, I'm not sure if he's going SRY or Halberd. I'd probably say...
On the Lifestealer? I'd say SMY pretty
I think
sure.
he needs survivability, though. He keeps dying.
Right.
Well, to be fair, Yasha does give you some survivability, but not as much as Halberd.
Titan smoked up. They're going to run right into this Lifestealer. Use Rage! It's on cooldown! Blink Impale Ohio!
Oh,
no.
That would have been so clutch for them.
Man.
That's like a almost guaranteed Roshan, I'd say, if they get that kill.
That's a rare missed Impale. Ohio normally is like perfect with those Impales.
He wouldn't have buyback either. That would have been huge. Yeah. So LGD catching a break.
The game is being played on Perfect World servers, so maybe part of making it a little bit more difficult to hit some of those skill shots.
Easy 150 gold for Rabbit.
Yeah.
Dang, KYXY is rich, even though he's died 4 times.
Yeah, Necro 3 should be up any second now. He's got just my KYXY.
In terms of net worth, though, look at Ember's Spirit. He's almost as poor as the Rasta.
Yeah, he's got nothing. And even when he gets his Battle Fury up, it's going to come at a point where it's like not going to do... I feel he needs 2 items before he does damage, like the Battle Fury plus the Daedalus, or even like the double Battle Fury.
What I think they lack in teamfights is a lot of control. Like no disables, no AoE stuns. Like they have crappy stuff like Bolus and like Venge Stun and like Icy Vortex, but compare that to Nyx with AoE stuns from Impale, with potential AoE stuns from Spike Carapace, and then like Cold Snap Blast and a lot of disables from Shadow Shaman. I think they're just not as good as team fighting, and they needed to get ahead by ganks in the mid game, but they aren't even ahead in kills right now. But AA does have a Scepter. That's a pretty good timing. 26 minutes.
This is, yeah, that's actually something Titan could get caught. Namite, he's not going Deso. He's not going Mjolnir. He's going straight BKB.
Why does he need BKB and Lincoln's? I don't think he needs BKB this game. Not yet, at least.
This is like when you see Weavers go to Lincoln's BKB, and it's like, what are
well,
they doing?
there are some games, but they have a lot of physical damage from Lifestealer and from Ember Spirit, and even like the support from the Vengeful.
It just means he needs to farm longer, because with Lincoln's BKB, he can come to team fights, but he can't do damage. And I feel like he needs to... Oh, wow. Nice pick off there. The Invoker plus Nyx team up, find the AA. It looks like it's Sunstrike finishes it off. That's the Titan we know. But Mirana, I feel, just needs to keep on farming, even with the BKB. Needs another item on top of this. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Rubik going to get a kill. The Ember Spirit going down with the Serpent Wards, and Flame Guard's a nice steal. That's actually quite useful against, like, AA. I mean, all these heroes, apart from Lifestealer. There we go. Rabbit's actually farming Serpent
There you go.
You'd be happy.
Get that money. LGD is getting picked apart, though, with the Nyx Assassin and the Blink on the Shadow Shaman. Their supports are farmed enough to make a huge impact, whereas Venge, I haven't really felt Venge's impact this game at all. Like, no saves from swaps, like a couple of kills here and there, but you can pretty much do that with any support stunner.
His kill score says it all. 1, 4, and 1. He's been 2 of these 10 kills.
He needs to also set them up for Roshan, I think, with Medallion and Max Wave of Terror, but he's not even level 10 yet.
He does have the Medallion. Oh, he's still short, like 300 gold. And right now, Titan are in a good enough position that they can keep lanes pushed out. They probably can contest a Roshan, I feel. Wow, he's been spotted. There's a Dire Central that he's inside. They know he's here. This is bait. Nice insta-blink out from Ohio. Rabbit.
Wow, why did he go? What? Lin, he could have bolus chained. Or Sleight of Fist bolus.
He had 2 Fire Remnant charges.
Or chase him with Remnant. That was an easy kill. It was the Nyx Assassin with his blink down and Impale down. Wow, maybe they're just scared.
I think it was good he missed the Impale. If they went for that kill, I don't think they'd kill Lifestealer. I think he was too tanky.
Yes.
And that's where you probably die if you actually go if the Impale lands. So strategically misses Impale maybe, or I don't. I think even if it landed, he may have blinked out. Like he may have just been playing to Impale and then get the hell out. Steal a neutral or 2. Well, right now for Titan, they're farming and playing it safe now. Mirana does have that BKB, fires an arrow to scout things out at top lane, sees no one up there. Titan have some good vision, like, considering the Dire do have sentry wards up and about, they've got good vision in the top river, in the Dire neutrals.
Have you ever tried Ember Spirit Lifestealer bombs? That sounds cool in theory.
Can you pop? You can pop out mid Sleight of Fist?
Sure, why not?
Or you just use the Fire Remnants?
Either or.
I don't think Ember Spirit wants to be Fire Remnanting into a fight, though. There's so much disable that he'll just die if he does that.
But what about Sleight of Fist?
I don't know how that works. Can you pop out mid Sleight of Fist?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
That could be kind of cool.
I think it would just catch people off guard. You're like, whatever, Sleight of Fist. I'm just going to take a little bit of damage. Like, boom!
I think it's more like, why wouldn't you just infest the Clockwork with a hook shot?
Because I think Ember's a lot more mobile than him.
Yeah.
And it's the element of surprise, yo. Yeah. You don't expect Ember with a Lifestealer bomb inside him? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Lifestealer now making his way top lane. Yamate will be just fine against the Lifestealer alone. He's actually got backup in the form of Nyx coming. Nyx is vendetted up with an Impale, Sunstrike. They can get this kill.
Here's a gem on DDC. He's tired of the Nyx shenanigans.
This Lifestealer may just die if he gets impaled at top, though.
I don't know. They don't have enough damage.
No, he's TP'd out. They don't see him TP. It's too late.
He could have blinked. He could have blinked and stopped it, but
he didn't have vision. It was nighttime, I'm pretty sure. Oh, me, my bottom lane. So everyone's got the tier 2 tower.
See, Rabbit doesn't even farm those. He sees 2 heroes on top. He's like, well, whatever. I don't care about 100 gold. I'm very surprised.
There's your Sleight of Fist. Where's the Lifestealer infest?
I know.
If that was a Lifestealer, well, Mirana has BKB Lincoln, so I don't know if it's a kill.
He needs Basher, I think. Oh, he went S and Y.
On Lifestealer?
Yeah. I think
you got to go Basher next. Yeah.
He just bought one? Okay.
It's coming out? Yeah. Okay. So he's actually got really good farm. He's top of the net worth by a good 2.5k, but Lifestealer late game is just not... I would say, like, Invoker's a better late game hero than a Lifestealer. Like, really late game. Because Lifestealer gets a bit too kited.
It depends on how much control you have in team fights. If you have, like, a Puck on your team, or a Rasta, or a Bat Rider, then you have lots of uptime. But with Clockwork, it's... Unless you're infested inside of them, you're not going to be able to kill the target very easily. And
Titan have so much lockdown. Like, he has 6 seconds of uptime. His rage duration is all he gets in a team fight. Outside of rage, he's getting chain stunned. And
rage by Rubik.
I don't know. Rubik will be... I don't know. What spells are there for Rubik to steal? Like, AA Ice Blast is obviously nice, but apart from that, this is not a very Rubik-friendly game.
Yeah, it's really not. Remnants is kind of cool to have. Rage is pretty good. Infest is not bad. Venge Stun is pretty good. Venge Swap is pretty good. Chilling Touch and Icy Vortex aren't bad either.
I like this from Rabbit, just using the Open Wounds Rage to kill Necrobooks. The Necrobooks are going into the LGD jungle to try and de-ward, because it's the
so why does he do that for that and not for wards? I just don't... he's a strange carry player. Usually you see carry players like all about efficiency, all about getting gold. And
well, it's somewhat strategic for the making sure Titan don't de-ward, but yeah, you may as well kill
It's strategic for the Serpent Wars too, so they don't push
He killed them at bottom lane. Like, oh, nice deny from Rabbit.
Yeah, that's true.
But he killed. It was just that one time he didn't kill.
It's just usually you can predict carry.
Doesn't get the lift.
He doesn't have rage up.
Well, that's a problem. X-Sync, he gets a 4-staff out. He saved the 4-staff. He gets the rage up now. Ice Blast going to mostly whiff here. Bash coming out on Yamate. Yamate, there's a Hex on Rabbit. Rabbit may get chain stunned here. There's a Chaos Meter to follow this one. The Shackles. The swap from the Vengeful Spirit. Rabbit's still going to go down. One more right-click. Yamate finishes him off. He left forward as well, not even knowing he had the kill. Nyx Assassin, meanwhile, going to go down. Buyback from your Lifestealer. Titan have got to get the hell out of this one. Fire Remnant going to chase down KYXY. They've got the gem on the Ancient Apparition. DDC will spot KYXY. The arrow going to land on DDC, but X-Ding. Run, my friend. Rage. 4-staff. TP out. Well played. No, he dies to the Sleight of Fist. Nice attempted escape.
They need to do Roshan off the back of this, so they can't let the Lifestealer buy back in. It would be, what, a 3-for-1 and a buyback, so pretty much a 3-for-2.
Yeah.
I think they can definitely get Roshan off this. They should head straight there. They have the -, armor on Vengeful Spirit. They need to get more out of it, especially without any T1s down.
The actual gold change was almost non-existent. It was purely experience between the two teams. So buyback on the Lifestealer is going to hurt him. So that's what you look at. LG maybe came out slightly on top of Fire's gold goods, but not the Lifestealer. And he's your main carry. He's the one who needs the farm. And, well, you said it needs to be a Roshan. They'll make it a Roshan.
Does he sell a Midas? Oh, they give it to Ember.
I don't think this Ember Spirit really does it.
He doesn't get focused that hard. That was a nice swap though from DDC trying to save him.
It didn't save him, but it brought that it forced Mirana to actually leap in.
It forced the team into a very bad position because they overextend a little bit. It's like, hey, we need to kill this guy, And again, he doesn't.
And
get
once you're in that
infest
bad
off.
position, the buyback comes in, and well, then shit hits the fan.
Well, AA trying to do some dewarding action and warding action. So this game is still a very, very close one. Titan with the gold lead, LGD with the momentum advantage. I would say Titan still has better map control though because of the Nyx Assassin. Even though LGD has a gem, they still have to be very scared of the global ganks from Invoker and the Sunstrike. Pretty much anybody can die.
To like a Nyx Vendetta Impale.
Except for the Lifestealer.
Even Lifestealer, well, if it's Nyx +1 in that
Oh,
case.
Nyx +1, yeah.
Like Nyx plus, like we had the Nyx Marana at top trying to kill the Lifestealer. If he hits an Impale there, that's a dead Lifestealer. But yeah, Nyx plus and Sunstrike can kill anyone except for Lifestealer, I imagine. Maybe not the Clockwork's actually 2k HP as well, so Clockwork could probably survive it.
Ew.
That
I won't
Vanguard,
say it's
man.
because of the Vanguard.
Yeah, it's because of the Vanguard. Next time we play, I'm going to buy 6 Vanguards.
You know, one of my friends actually bought 6 Mithril Hammers in a game. And it was when Desolator took Mithril Hammers. So he got like Desolator and a couple Bashers. So there was the gang that we talked about. Only takes him down to half though. He has a lot of armor.
6 Vanguards is easy to farm. That's only 12k. I could farm that.
Ew. Ugh, that item disgusts me.
And I'll start buying extra Vanguards and just dropping them into your open inventory slots.
I would just drop it on the ground and straight kill it.
You can't kill teammates' items anymore.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I would grief you and drop them in the trees where they will be never found again. And then some treasure hunter is gonna go out looking for them and be like, "What the hell? I only found this shitty Vanguard. I don't want this."
What do you think about the Wader Vanguard we have out in our living room?
Well, it doesn't actually. Yeah, I would say that's probably less useless than the one in game.
As an actual like shield, or just as a?
As anything.
Okay. You could use it as like a dinner plate.
It has more applications.
All
The only
right.
problem is it doesn't like give you that much. Like you get a little more block. If it gave you 50 HP, I would be like, okay, well, it's okay sometimes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give you any bonus HP, as opposed to casual fit. It gives you 1 more HP regen, I suppose.
I think that the sole reason Vanguard is like somewhat okay is because it saves you an inventory slot. Because Ring of Health is actually quite good on its own, and so is like you say, casual Vitality Boost is good, and casual Ring of Health is also good. So it saves you an item slot.
You don't
It's
need
basically-
casual Ring of Health on an off-lane
Arrowhead's
block.
Yao. Impale to follow. Yao taking big damage here. There is a swap from DD. He's not going to use it though. DD, do something. Throw a stun. Throw a swap. Anything, DD. He's on the run. He's going to maybe go down here. Barely survives on 70 HP. It's going to be a buyback from the Nyx Assassin after going down here. The chase is on. Drums being helped to cover their retreat. There was a blink forward from Net. He's got the Miona on him. Why are you blinking for the arrow? Hits Rabbit though. This is a disaster. That kills me. He goes down anyways. DD going to take a fall as well. It's a 2 for 3 at the moment. Buyback being used as well. A higher back. No stuns for Lin though. No stuns for DDC. They TP out. They lose the Rubik. They lose the Shadow Shaman. That's only the supports being lost. Nyx died as well, but that's also an offlane hero. And there you have it. 3 for 3, 1 buyback. Yeah, pretty even as far as like your net worth chains go, but it felt like Titan just getting kills on key heroes. Like you look at where the money went, the Lifestealer is the one who dies again in that fight.
That's true. At the same time, he is almost 6 slotted.
Yeah.
And it did get rid of his super long buyback post.
Ember Spirit does save his Aegis, so yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Well, it gets rid of his super long respawn timer,
How
too.
bad? Vengeful Spirit, DD played that fight horrifically.
Dude,
though.
he's been playing all these fights horrifically.
He tried to run in and stun. He like didn't end up getting a stun off. He got disabled, and then he's like panicked. He could have swapped. Who was the Clockwork? Yeah.
Anyone who gets
Hex,
hexed, you should like instantly swap out,
Yeah.
unless it's like AA.
I guess
you
he
don't
didn't
care
want to
about.
maybe... I think that's probably what he was thinking. Like, it's just a Clockwork, maybe not worth swapping, but Yao hadn't even used his BKB, I don't think. No, he's still got a 10-second BKB. He could have... Unless he just picked that up.
He has to save the more important heroes in his team fight. That's part of the reason why you pick Venge. She's useful early as an aggressive support, and then later, when her usefulness is diminished, you swap. You use defensively swap, or you offensively swap.
Yeah.
You swap like Invoker in, you trade your life for his, and then that's a one fight most of the time. Or you trade your life so that Lifestealer doesn't die, but it was a little bit too late on that one too. He had the right idea. At least he used swap this fight. I don't even... How many swaps has he even used this game?
He's had a couple nice swap saves. Earlier in the top lane fight, which was won by LGD, who had an important swap up there.
He still died.
Yeah. I mean, that's yeah. The heroes he's swapping are still dying. It's just like that.
They're too late. Yeah, if he casts them like right as he seems like he's hesitating a lot on the swaps. Well, now he has a gem, so he should hesitate more. But I think they should pass gem to DDC because DDC's only died once this game. DD's died 5 times. And Venge is going to be in the line of fire a lot more than the AA.
I think it'd be a nice change to swap if you could disjoint spells and auto attacks.
That's true.
That'd be a
I
nice
mean, it is
swap.
called Nether Swap too, right? So you should be in the Nether.
Yeah,
whatever.
it doesn't act like a blink.
Hey, it's Infested Ember.
Wow, this bottom tier 3 tower actually taking big damage here. LGD not really. Oh, there's an infest in the Ember Spirit. Oh, they don't use it there.
Man, come on, that's disappointing. Go in there, man.
Yeah. No, arrow hits on Lynn.
Actually, Mirana's really far. I don't even know if they want to go on
This, I mean, we asked, can Mirana carry? Like, this game, the answer is yes. Like, you get a butterfly on top of this, you get probably a Daedalus. I don't think you need it. You don't need MKB at this rate,
that.
so.
Not if Lifestealer's not going Halberd.
Or maybe you want Lifesteal. Like, butterfly Lifesteal.
I think you just want deeps, man. They have enough disables. They just need to kill people like super fast.
Butterfly Daedalus. Maybe,
Butterfly
maybe even get
Daedalus.
Daedalus first. The butterfly helps so much against Lifesteal, though. He's not going MKB. He doesn't really have.
Well, Lifestealer doesn't have that much uptime. I saw him whacking on Mirana, except he just didn't do enough damage.
Yeah.
I think Titan's definitely an advantage here, just because Lifestealer keeps dying and Ember's underfarmed, and DD can't play.
Invoker I thought was going for a Hex, but goes Lincoln.
Wow. What's with the Lincolns?
Avenge he's using swap defensively, so it's Avenge stun, and open wounds maybe. Like open wounds is
Abyssal?
quite annoying. There's no Abyssal though. He's gone. He went
Well,
Assault Crest.
it'll be Abyssal soon.
We think he went Basher ages ago, and then I mean at this point he has no item slot, so he almost has to go Abyssal or sell his drums.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out what's going to be. KYXY now joining up with his team. They're grouped as 5 here. There's Yamate
I would have liked to see the Dezo build out from him actually.
on the Life Stealer.
Oh, bullseye.
Wow. He's got backup, but and there's Titan not going to engage on that one.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough uptime, and it's not like move speed's going to help just because he gets disabled all the time. So I think he just needs pure. Oh, buddy. Where's the swap? There he goes.
DD will pay for this one with his life. Rabbit gets his rage off. Now he wants net, but he's not going to get net. Nice 4-stuff. A second 4-stuff coming as well. AA Ice Blast. It will ruin Net's day, though. That's going to catch him as well. Ahaya gets clipped by. He'll be brought down. 2. Make it 3. Yamate actually dying in the backlines here. The chase is now on. They want KYX, so it looks like they should be able to get KYX.
See what happens when DD uses this swap at an opportune time? They destroy Titan. That's what they needed all along.
That was much better from LGD, and yeah, DD. You can praise him for that one, but that was a pretty straightforward swap.
Well, I thought the other ones were straightforward too.
Yeah.
But
wow, that was
a
crushing
big
fight.
I think Titan were in the lead up until that point.
Yeah.
Because like, Venge isn't gonna save anyone. Then boom, Venge saved someone. But did she lose a gem? No, they gave it to DDC. Well played. They need to do Roshan soon. Looks like it's gonna respawn. Oh, 2-minute respawn. That's pretty long. That's a little unfortunate.
Titan will be alive to contest it. Hey, now with another 4-star for the team. Titan did a good job of just kiting the Life Stealer, but by then they'd already used every single disable they had to try and kill the Life Stealer initially.
And they got blown up by AO and Clock too. So it was like Life Stealer blowing all their cooldowns and no cooldowns left for those 2 big ultimates. He's fat.
The Life Stealer.
Yeah.
After that fight especially, but
he has a lot of armor. 31 armor.
It's still one of those cases where if he's not getting kills in the rage, it's going to be a problem for LGD. I would.
You know what? He could go Maelstrom, kind of crush, or Mjolnir, but I guess it's a little late for that.
Well, at this stage, it's almost actually. I was talking about how much Lifesteal needs to do. At this stage, Ember Spirit's going to start carrying as well. He's got Battle Fury, Daedalus, and 5k gold. So
yeah, I think he crit the Mirana, and she just got destroyed.
I did not see what happened to Miranda that fight, but somehow Yamate melted.
She like right-clicked Lifestealer a few times. She's like, oh, okay, I can take this. She ran away. She's like, oh wait, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna man up on Lifestealer, and then boom, Ember comes in and crits her, and then she just dies. It was kind of funny, but he wanted to burst down Lifestealer.
Now we're going to look for Roshan. Not going to scout it out. It's respawning so soon as well. So unfortunately for Titan, just scouting out at the wrong time. And LGD, this Rocket Flare, I think we'll see the Roshan respawn.
Throw a Spirit in there, buddy.
Nah, they got Rocket Flare. They're good. Well, I mean, they don't know they're good. But no, actually disappears. So they're not going to see Roshan come up. Does Yao go again? They're pinging. They saw it. It looks like they see it now. They look to make their mark on Roshan. Arrow is going to come any second, maybe from Yamate. He should go throw an arrow at the pit after this camp, but
it's too late.
Yeah,
too much minus armor. He's at minus 10 armor.
Sunstrike.
So Lifestealer has the Aegis, sold his drums. Lin has a hammer. I'm not sure if he's going for BKB or Deso. Yeah, I think he
BKB.
does enough damage. It's safer to go BKB. Since
I think late game Deso's not worth it either. I think Deso's like only if you get it.
Well, combined with Lifestealer's AC and Vengeful with Medallion and
true.
Wave of
Minus.
Terror, you might be in like one-shot territory on some of these weak supports like Rasa and Nyx and Rubik. Rubik has a ghost now. But 4 armor on Rubik, 4 armor on Shadow Shaman, 8 armor on Nyx.
That's painful stuff.
8 armor on Invoker. Yeah, they're going to be well into the negative territory.
Rabbit's just going to siege the high ground here using the rage. Can't really do much about that one. Just have to accept the fact that when he's raged up, he's getting damage on your tier 3. Mirana's pushing up on him. Looks like Yamate wants to finish off his butterfly before this push. He has buyback, but I think he just wants a butterfly.
Yes, I don't know. It's a really difficult position for Mirana, and Ember Spirit needs to defend this push.
Yeah, nah, he can TP back. Does he have the TP? Yeah, 3 seconds. Leaves the Fire Remnant, will TP. Or maybe fight's already breaking out here. Rabbit taking a bit of damage, gets the raid. Tier 3 tower getting low. And Lin now.
Defend that
TP.
tower. Oh, there he goes. That's way too late. He should have been there earlier.
There was a bit of a threat of a team fight coming his way. And there we go. Lin gonna show up, gets immediately arrowed though. He's gonna be a bit careful. Yamate will do some decent damage to him here. No crit onto Yamate and
The fake TP.
from LGD.
Yeah.
Scare him off. Was that Yao?
Not sure.
Yeah, it looks like Yao. Yao's the only one.
His spirit's gonna run out very soon if he doesn't use it. I don't know. He probably has like what, 5 seconds maybe?
His spirit's about to expire. He goes back now. Okay. He rejoins and Mirana.
How was the tower siege? One more?
Yamate still does not want to fight. He's staying around this. He was thinking about going bottom lane, but he's going to come back now looking for an arrow. I think he's taking top lane. Pushing it is just proving to be a lot more difficult than LGD would have.
They just need one more rage cooldown and they can go.
Oh. Carapace and arrow. Gonna. Ooh.
I don't even think
swimming there.
I don't think they would initiate on it if he got narrowed,
No.
but it's still nice for show. Okay, so here they go. One more wave.
This will be the tier 3 tower, but probably not the Raxus with this rage, depending if
they have a
LGD
lot
can
more wiggle room once
Yeah.
that tower's down, though.
Oh yeah.
They still have a lot of time until the age expires.
And this stage, Clockwork Rocket Player is offering a lot as far as getting vision onto the high ground here. Rabbit goes on with the raid, launches the tier 3 tower, and we'll probably back up
dropping
afterwards.
meatballs on his face. he's magic immune.
That's a pretty important cooldown as well. Like, I
Yeah,
don't think
that's
they're gonna be
a lot of
wasted.
damage. Are they going to keep going? Why not?
It's rinse repeat. Lifestealer hits Raxus / tower for 5 seconds, backs off in the last 1 second of the rage, and never puts himself in any danger.
Yeah, they do have some right-click damage, but just not enough. He keeps getting earned in between two.
They've still got 1 own charge left only though.
If
Right.
Mirana's out too far, she can get open wounds and then abyssal and then die.
And onto the range
Oh
Rex
my
he
gosh,
goes.
look at that damage.
Yeah. Focus the range Rex first because it won't be healing up in between these pushes, and Titan just unable to engage. It feels like Mirana can buy a butterfly, but I think maybe considering buyback at this stage.
Well, if they don't fight, they're just going to lose the racks for free. And then why wouldn't they just rinse and repeat on the melee racks too? They still have 2.5 minutes left on the Aegis.
No.
Slow and steady does the trick.
It's not like Titan
Necrobook
getting
taking
farm another
cooldown.
heroes. There we go. Moonlight Shadow in. They want to go in from behind. Who's got the gem and where is it? I think it's the Vengeful Spirit. Yep, Vengeful Spirit will spot them out pretty fast. Centroid going to start things off here to make sure. Lifestealer wants to go in. He sees no one. This should be a very telltale sign here. They're coming in from behind. Ahio hits a Carapace. This is going to be Lin. They want to blow it first. Lin is going to take a fall. Is there a buyback from immediate buyback here? Lifestealer gets a kill in KYXY. Yamate is trapped in the cogs. Just right click. He wants to beat KBTP. He will get out of there. Extinct meanwhile going to go down. They've used double buybacks here on Invoker and Nyx. Rubik even going to buy back. This is like a last hold from Titan. Triple buyback now being used. EMP not going to hit Rabbit at all. The Rage is all they need to bring down the Raxas, and now the retreat. Impale not going to land from Ahio. Looks like a full-on LGD retreat. They get Raxas, they force 3 buyback. That's a clear victory for the Chinese squad. There you have it. They did use a buyback from Ember Spirit. That's the one thing which they had to chew through, but to get Raxas and to use 3 buybacks on the Radiant side, it's pretty obvious who comes out on top of that one.
Yeah, at the same time, LGD, they are going to have their Aegis expire pretty darn soon. Only about a minute left. LGD can just play slow and steady. I think Titan needs to find some weak point in LGD's positioning, just pick one off, preferably Ember Spirit, and then secure Roshan for themselves. But that's a very small window to do so, and that's only if LGD presents an opportunity to them.
Dude, DD has a BKB.
He's scared.
He's still
down.
being involved in so like his kill, death, assist is just so pitiful. 1, 6, and 3. With that said, like he's been 1 kill and 3 assists for a long time, but he's had some nice.
Does Wave of Terror give you assists?
I don't think so, because it's HP removal. Normally HP removal doesn't. Well,
I'm not sure.
yeah, actually, it does. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, it should. Yeah, yeah.
Is it damage dealt?
Oh, Yamate hooked in the mid lane. That's GG, I think.
That's game. He doesn't have buyback.
The chase is on. They want more kills here. Ohio on the run. I don't think they've got the vision of him just yet. The gem not catching up. Tornado going to go through. Ice Blast catches out Extinct. Whoa! Oh, the Slider Fist. The 1k crit.
So
Balance in all things.
as this game is winding down, there's 2 heroes down, no buyback. I think that firstly, Yamata played that carry as a hard carry and not as a semi carry. I think that's so they either need to draft him a harder carry. Oh, that's a nice 4-man impale. Or they need to make sure that he fights more so they get far enough ahead, and they can't have Rabbit be this freaking huge.
Well, that's another set of Raktas here. I don't know if there's much more Titan can do. 50 minutes. They held on. They were actually ahead. This is more or less end of the day a comeback. It was a 5k goal.
It was all because DD didn't swap people. As soon as he started swapping, they started owning. So
yeah.
I think those are the 2 big things that I saw with this game. DD, he didn't have good swaps in the first 30 minutes, and Titan just didn't draft or play well around the bottom, either way you want to look at it.
Titan still had their options. Like, if they found more pickoffs using the Nyx plus Invoker, like, I feel like we didn't even see Invoker do much in the mid to late game.
Oh my gosh, 1,000 crits. GG. Ouch, that would be mega creeps. And now it's just a matter of time.
Titan played well this game. Like,
Titan played well. Yes, they did play well.
I gotta say, this was a really solid early to mid game. They just couldn't quite clinch it in the late game. Like, they weren't finding the pickoffs. LGD were just kind of 1 step ahead of them.
They also needed a Hex on Invoker, not the Lincolns. I don't think that the Lincolns really did anything for him.
No. Well, yeah, I agree. I think they needed that extra Hex and Disable. Lifesteal just... If they had that bit of extra lockdown, either for Lifesteal or for Ember Spirit, either way, it's going to do a lot for the team. So.
Yes. In Iria had the 4-step for defensive items. Like, maybe if you don't have 4-step, okay, maybe you can get away with the Lincolns, but they really needed the Hex. They had to kill Lifesteal and Ember Spirit more than they did. So, draft differently for Yamata, or Yamata play differently, and then DD needs to improve the swaps. That's the big things that I saw.
Yeah, I think Titan, like as a whole in the early mid game, ganked really well. Got a lot of done on the map. Lin got farmed really slow. Like he struggled in the mid lane. I don't think it was particularly bad play by him. I think it was just Titan putting a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, they did. They got early blinks on their supports too. The Nyx and the Rasta had very early blinks, and that's definitely helps in ganking an Ember.
And Yao played. He had that one amazing team fight mid lane. Like to me, that clockwork. If that fight didn't go as even as it did, maybe Titan could have snowballed from there.
That's true.
He had the one overextension at bottom lane, but I think in general, Yao. I mean, he finished the game 7-2-9. He was on another few.
Another big problem was Titan couldn't contest Roshan at all, ever.
Yeah, that's the dire side advantage to some extent, I guess. But
that's true. But they can push down towers pretty easily with Force Spears and Shadow Shaman wards. Like if they get the T1 and T2, they can do Roshan pretty easily. You can't really fight into the wards.
That's true.
It was. I think they put some pressure, but not enough, and that's where I really think the bottom needed to put pressure, needed to take down the T2s so they can do Roshan, deny it from them, and then each kill is really, really important.
If that was like a true, like you say, a true carry, like a Morphling, even like a farming Naga Siren, like you want to apply pressure, you need a good split pusher, which is Morphling, Naga,
Spectre.
Yeah, whatever it may be. Yeah, if that was a Spectre, I think it could have been. Well, Spectre's not the best carry against Lifesteal, but
he can kill the supports.
Yeah, ignore.
It's not like you can defensively swap versus it is the thing, and it's difficult for him to man up because he doesn't know which one it is. But regardless, still nicely played by LGD and Titan.
Yeah, it was a nice game one. Like one of the closest series we've had. Well, I say close series. We had DT beating IG, so like we've had upsets in the bracket, but we've got game 2 coming up. LGD take game 1 of the best of 3. It's our last winner bracket quarterfinals in the round of 1. For the Summit Asia, guys. I'm Gods, he's Melini. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Game 2 of Titan versus LGD is coming your way.